Welcome, you guys. So today we are sharing all about Chapter 7, The Magic of Thinking Big. This is an awesome book, you guys, because one of the things that online tutors don't ever take into consideration is that we really need to protect our thinking in order to be an effective online tutor starting their own online tutoring business. There are so many negative thoughts that can stop and hinder us from the types of success that we want to be able to have. And so today we are going to be sharing all about Chapter 7, The Magic of Thinking Big, and really how can we protect our minds from the outside influences of people who may try to hinder our success. So as you guys come on in, please tell me who you are and where you are from. We've got Beth so far here from Ohio. Woo woo. So glad that you are here, Beth. And we got some other people that are joining us as well. So if you're joining us inside of YouTube, welcome. If you're joining us from inside the Ultimate Support Group for Online Tutors, I'd like to also welcome you guys right now to our live stream. So glad that you guys are, both groups of you are here. And we're all meeting together in this one platform. So today it is all about thinking big. Managing your environment and going first class is the title of it. And he talks about here, the mind is the most delicate and most sensitive instrument in all creation. I mean, just think about all the things that our mind can do, right? So our mind has the ability to be able to think about all of the things that are in creation right now. Everything that you look at right now all started in somebody's mind. So as I think about this computer that I'm staring at right now, that started in somebody's mind and ended up being created. I love that. Good morning, Lynn. So glad that you guys are here. Good morning, Esme from Dallas. I'm so glad you guys are joining us. So we really want to be able to protect our mind. It's really, really critical that we do it. He says the body is what the body is fed. By the same token, the mind is what the mind is fed. Now, a lot of times we can feed our mind with so many negative thoughts. We can feed our mind with negative circumstances. We can fill our mind with negative people. And guess what's going to happen when we do that? We are going to get negative results in our tutoring business. And a lot of us, we don't see the connection there. We just think, I need to know ways to be able to get more students. Boom, 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 boom. Just give me the strategies. And I can give the strategies to two different types of people, okay? I can give those same strategies to a positive thinking person, and they're going to get amazing results with their tutoring business. And I can give those same strategies to a person who is filling their mind with all the negativity that's out there, and they won't get any success. Why is this? Any correlation here? There's a huge correlation. I've noticed it over the years of being able to help tutors grow their online tutoring business. The more positive somebody thinks about their business, the better the results. The more negativity a person has inside of their brain, the more negative results that they have. So those of us who think that the only thing that I need is more students, or I need more ways, or I need more strategies, and you haven't thought about really taking care of the mind first, you are going to continue to struggle. Absolutely. We need to. I love that term, metacognition. We use it in reading all the time because as readers, we need to be thinkers, right? And we need to be thinking about what our thoughts are. So metacognition is thinking about your thinking. And here we're applying metacognition to our business, to our tutoring business. What are our thoughts saying is possible about our tutoring business? It is so, so key here. Hello, Max. Glad that you are here. All right. So he says, prolonged association with negative people, guess what it does? It makes us think negatively. Close contact with petty individuals develops petty habits in us. But on the bright side, companionship with people with big ideas raises the level of our thinking. Close contact with ambitious people gives us ambition. Here's another correlation that I've made, you guys. So I work with a ton of tutors with being able to grow their online tutoring business. And I can't tell you the amount of times that this has happened. I have a meeting with a tutor, and I am not even kidding you, like an hour later, they'll say to me, Joanne, you're never going to believe this. In my inbox, someone was just requesting my services. Or, Joanne, I just got another lead for another student. And it's like in close proximity from the time that they spoke with me to the time that they got that lead. So this is huge, you guys, because this really shows that really by hanging out with ambitious people who are excited about what it is that we're doing, it really does make a positive impact on our business. So the author here breaks down people into 3 groups of people. He says the first group of people is those who surrender completely. I love this. We have here, I got to go on into my Facebook group so I can see who everybody is. I'm going to go right here to Facebook because I like to see you guys. And I'm going to come right on over here because now I'll be able to see if I come on into here. Let's come to groups. Mavis from Ethiopia. Woo! Yes, Lynn, someone did say that you become like the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I bet that's why a lot of people in the Insider Secrets Club spend so much time with me, hey? So let's come on over. We're going to go to groups. We're going to go to Ultimate Support Group. And here we go. Yes, Beth says that what I was just talking about a second before, that it actually happens to her. Like, it has happened to her. Like, she's like chatted with me. She's been in that negative headspace. And then we get her out of that negative headspace and she's got somebody who's contacting her. It is an incredible thing to be able to happen. So I would just want to thank Kathy Anderson for being here. And you guys, Kathy on Thursday on my YouTube Live is going to be joining me. She is going to be sharing about how you can help those students that have special ed needs. So definitely come join us on Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. And you'll be able to get to see Kathy be able to speak about that. We've got Lindsay Marks in the house. Awesome. All right, so here are the 3 groups of people. The first group of people, those who surrender completely. So the majority of people are convinced deep down inside that they haven't got what it takes. That real success, real accomplishment is for those who are lucky or fortunate in some special respect. You can easily spot these people because they go to great lengths to rationalize their status and explain how happy they really are, right? Oh no, I don't want to be able to do that because I'm happy just the way things are, and they just rationalize, like, if I stay complacent and keep doing what I'm doing, I'm just always going to be happy. Like, I don't need more than this. I hear people like talk this way, and I know that they're not the ideal person for me to kind of work with because I want people who want to grow and they want to, get bigger results than what it is that they're currently getting now. Second group of people, they're those who they've surrendered partially. They're just kind of there. This is the second but much smaller group. This group enters adult life with considerable hope for success. These people prepare themselves, they work, they plan, but after a decade or so, resistance begins to build up. Competition for top-level jobs looks rugged, and this group then decides that greater success isn't worth the effort. And then we have this group of people, they rationalize. We're earning more than the average, and we live better than the average. Why should we knock ourselves out? And actually, this group has developed a set of fears. Fear of failure, fear of social disapproval, fear of insecurity, fear of losing what they already have. These people aren't satisfied because deep down they know they've surrendered. And this group includes many talented, intelligent people who elect to crawl through life because they're afraid to stand up and run. And then we have the third group, and these are the ones who never surrender. This group might be 2 or 3% of the total population, okay? They don't let pessimism dictate. They don't believe in surrendering to suppressive forces. They don't believe in crawling. Instead, these people live and breathe success. This group is the happiest because it accomplishes the most. These people become top salesmen, top executives, top leaders. We're going to say top tutors in their respective fields. And these people, they find life stimulating, rewarding, and worthwhile. These people look forward to each new day, each new encounter with other people as adventures begin to be lived fully. Now, here's the thing, you guys. You know that first and that second group that I was talking about? They're actually going to try to hold you back from being able to achieve your success. So you want to be extra cautious about this. Don't let negative thinking people, we're going to call them negators, destroy your plan to think yourself to success, because negators are everywhere. I had one person who said, I am not on social media because I don't want to hear people saying bad things about me. And I thought, oof, that's a big warning sign right there of your level of success when it comes to getting online tutoring students in an online platform, right? Because I can get students from all over the world because I am playing on social media. Will there be people who say some negative things? You bet there are. But the majority of people who are out there are going to say positive things about you. And those are going to be the people that are going to begin to follow you. And people that begin to follow you over any length of time, they become fans. And when a fan begins watching absolutely everything that you begin to create, you now are creating what's called a super fan. Okay? How many of my super fans are out there right now? If you're a super fan, I want you to type in there, I am a super fan. I watch everything, Joanne, that you put on out there. And I try not to miss a beat. I might not catch everything, but I at least see something that you create once a week. Matt, yes. Woo! I knew you were, Matt. I'm a super fan of you too, Matt, by the way. I love it. We've got Beth. Yes. Awesome. Sweet. We got Lynn Wilson here. Yes. And that's what we want to create, right? Because it's really, really awesome when we're able to do this. It really is. It's so exciting, you guys, to be able to create super fans, because super fans are going to be the people that are going to talk about you. And I don't know about you guys, but I love referrals. And I know you guys love referrals. And super fans are talking about you so much that they don't even know that they're talking about you so much and kind of sharing you with other people. We got Sharon Ingraham. Thank you. I appreciate it. So those are what we want to be able to really create. So we don't want to not use social media because we're afraid that there's going to be some negative people out there. We just have to accept that there are negative people out there and they're not really thinking through what they're saying. And they're not coming off very professional either. Right? And so other people are going to see how they're coming off online. You don't want to be a different person online than you are in real life. If it's not something you would actually say to somebody, you shouldn't say it on social media, right? Don't think that you're able to hide behind something, right? No, we want to be authentically us. So he says, there are going to be others who are jealous. They're not moving ahead themselves, and they want you to stumble too. They feel inadequate themselves, so they want to make a mediocre person out of you. And I refuse to play that game. Because here's the thing. If I stop showing up, then I don't get to be of service to the people that I was meant to be of service to. Why should those people that I was really meant to be of service to suffer because somebody said one little negative thing about me online? They don't control who I am, right? That's their perception of who they think I am, but that's not who I really am. And so I think that's really important to know. Really getting comfortable with who you are so that you can be there for the people you are meant to serve. So we need to ignore the negative thinkers. Don't let negative thinkers pull you down to their level. It's not worth it. They're not getting the types of success you want to get anyway, right? I highly doubt it. So you want to make it a rule to seek advice from people who know. So when we're talking about going first class, do not take advice from the people in groups 1 and 2. You want to take advice from people in the group 3 category. So the more successful people who are the most humble, they're going to be ready to serve you and help you. All right. Go first class when you ask questions. Seeking advice from a failure is like consulting a quack on how to cure cancer. I love that. So think about it this way. If I'm going to seek advice from somebody, so let's say there are some tutors that are on out there right now. They've decided, I don't want to tutor anymore. They don't really like it, but they want to be able to do what it is that I do. They want to be able to help other tutors start their own business. Why would you want to seek advice from somebody who doesn't enjoy and love tutoring anymore? They've lost their passion. They've lost their light. They've lost their enthusiasm, right? Towards the entire thing. You're getting advice from people who aren't actively practicing and using the techniques that they're sharing. And that isn't going to get you the types of success that you're going to be looking for in the long run. All right, so he has a few tips here. He's got 3 tips. He says, here are some do's to make your social environment really good. And it looks like we have here Sapphire X-Wind. So hello, glad that you are here. And she tutors English. Awesome. Awesome. She tutors English. So welcome, Sapphire. I'm so glad that you are here today. So here are the 3 do's. Become an expert in understanding people. So you want to be able to really engage with people online. You want to be able to make new friends, join new organizations, and enlarge your social orbit. Okay, so the more people that you know, the more that you can grow. All right, this is going to be really, really pivotal here. And this is why I've created groups like the Jumpstart program, so you can get to know people who are just getting started in their tutoring business. I've then also created the Insider Secrets Club, where people get to know other people who are successful in their tutoring business. And we have the Ultimate Support Group. It's kind of like a first stop shop, right? It's a free group. Anybody can join it. And you can begin to really network within those organizations. Make new friends in that group. And then when you're ready to go to the next level, you're going to be able to step it on up, start Jumpstart, do the Insider Secrets Club. Those things are going to help you to get to know more people in the industry that are successful and have that positive business mindset. Number 2, he says, select friends who have views that are different from your own. A lot of us only want to hang out with people that think exactly the way that we think. And this really is here. I know Beth had to go, but this is really it, you guys. Okay? A lot of us want to only hang out with people who think exactly the way we think. How boring is that? Can you imagine just like always every day hanging out with people who always think exactly the way that you think? It's really good to get different opinions thrown into the mix, because when you get different opinions thrown into the mix, it allows you to expand your thinking, right? And it allows you to grow. He says, get to know people of different religious faiths, associate with opposites, but just be sure that these persons have real potential. So that is really, really the positive thing here, right? So you want to make sure that who you are hanging out with, if they have opposing views from you, that they're still successful or have the ability to be successful, right? Because that is going to really set you up for success. Number 3, he says that You want to guard your psychological environment. Select friends who are interested in positive things, friends who really do want to see you succeed. Find friends who breathe encouragement into your plans and ideals. And so this can be really hard sometimes because we share ideas with people and you're going to know right away. If they're giving you some negative feedback on where you see yourself going, they're not somebody that you should be spending a lot of your time with. I have a really dear close friend of mine, and I could say the most outlandish, biggest idea to her, and she will just look at me and she'll be like, Joanne, you're going to do it. You are going to do it. Like, and she really believes it. And to the point where, like, because she believes it so much, I even believe in it more than I already believed in it before I even told her. And this is exciting stuff. So this is really, really going to be an important, thing for us to really be able to understand. He says there's another type of poison. So we've got, when we put poisons inside of our body, we definitely are not doing good things, right? If you go to a restaurant, he says, they want to protect you from food poisoning. They're doing certain things to make sure that food poisoning doesn't happen for you, right? They're cleaning the surface areas. They're doing all of those kinds of things to protect you. But then he talks about another kind of poison that's a little bit more insidious. He says it's thought poison, commonly called gossip. So it affects the mind, not the body, and is more subtle. So the person being poisoned usually doesn't even know it. And thought poison is 0% right thinking. It is 100% wrong thinking. Wow. He says, gossip is just negative conversation about people, and the victim of thought poison begins to think he enjoys it. He seems to get a form of poisoned joy from talking negatively about others. Not knowing that that to successful people, he's becoming increasingly unlikable and unreliable. So think about this. You're gossiping with somebody back and forth, right, about somebody else, and all of a sudden you're beginning, like that other person is beginning to be like, wow, how did she talk about me behind my back? That's what they're really thinking. So when you are spreading that and you're like getting into it and you're having a good time, remember the other person, while they might be interacting with you back and forth, what's really going through their head is, what do they say about me? And it's not going to be pleasant, I'll tell you that. So you can talk about people. I'm not saying you can't talk about people. You just want to make sure that you're staying on the positive side of people. So what positive traits do they bring to the table that you can focus on? So here are 8 questions that you can really think about to make sure that gossip isn't a huge part of your life. Number 1, do I spread rumors about other people? 2, do I always have good things to say about others? Or do I find myself complaining about what they did, what he did, what she did? Do I like to hear reports of scandal? Do I judge others only on the basis of facts? Do I encourage others to bring their rumors to me? Yeah, and feel free, you guys. If you hear something about me, bring it to me, right? If you want to verify, is that true or not true? Bring it to me. Do I precede my conversations with, don't tell anybody? I know I've done it. I've been there. I've fallen down the trap. And I have to remember that this is not the way to success. It's not the path to success. I need to focus on the positives that every single person that I encounter brings to the table. Do I keep confidential information confidential? Do I know and can I see when information is confidential and not confidential? Do I feel guilty about what I say concerning about other people? You'll have this feeling like afterwards, like, oh, that didn't actually feel so good. And some people might say, oh, but I'm just venting. I just need to vent. I just need to get this off my chest. If you find yourself saying that, that is not going to give you a good feeling at the end. Yeah. Lynn, good point. I mean, I can see where I've gone wrong as I take a look at these. I am not perfect 100% of the way, for sure. Yep, we're listening intently. And then we're also, I think, Matt said we could be listening intently. I agree. We're listening intently. But I think we're also trying to think of those situations. Where have I played a part in this? Because when we become aware of these things and where this happens, we now can be cognitively and use our metacognition to change the situation and say, oops, nope, pivot, do a turnaround. That's not the person I want to be. So he has 7 tips that we've kind of talked about here inside of this chapter to make your environment help you be successful. Number 1 is be environment conscious. Just as a body diet makes the body, mind diet makes the mind. Number 2, make your environment work for you, not against you. Don't let suppressive forces, the negative, you can't do it people, make you think defeat. 3, don't let small thinking people hold you back. Jealous people want to see you stumble. Don't give them the satisfaction. Number 4, get your advice from successful people. Your future is important. Never risk it with freelance advisors who are living failures, okay? Number 5, get plenty of psychological sunshine. Circulate new groups, discover new and stimulating things to do. Number 6, throw poison out of your environment. Avoid gossip. Talk about people, but stay on the positive side. And here you'll notice Sapphire says, I don't listen to gossip. That's great. I find like I don't hear a lot of gossip because a lot of times I don't listen to gossip. I don't take part. I don't try to take part in it. And I try to, in a nice way, turn the conversation around to the positive as soon as it does start to towards the negative. And just ask, like, was there something good that person did in that situation? Or how could we focus on that? Because we all make mistakes. Or it could have been the situations that were happening in her life that we don't even know about, right? So let's turn it around and focus on that it is okay. And then number 7 is go first class in everything that you do. You can't go any other way. So if we're going to go first class, we want to go first class in our thinking. Now, next week, we're going to learn how to make your attitudes your allies. So join me next week as we continue to talk about the magic of thinking big and how it can help you get better results in your tutoring business. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Matt, Lynn, Sapphire, so glad to have you. Beth, Mavis, keep thinking positive, and positive things will begin to happen with your tutoring business. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Bye for now.